Hello and welcome. You're watching Don Bosco Media Network. This is Deepika Lingdo bringing to you the Salesian news across the globe. Almost 100 children in need in Equatorial Guinea participate in the social sports school project that the Real Madrid Foundation has opened at a Don Bosco school in Malabo, the country's capital. Through the practice of football and basketball, boys and girls between the ages of 9 and 17 learn values and improve their academic performances. The current pandemic situation and last year's compulsory lockdown prevented sporting activities, but not on the accompaniment of the children and their families. This year, the activities continue according to the limits of capacity and all necessary preventive measures, using of masks during tutoring, disinfecting hands before entering the playing field or in any activity organized by the school, and measuring the temperature of the participants before they enter the sports complex. What does not change despite the circumstance in the social sports schools of the Real Madrid Foundation is the joy and the motto that benefits thousands of vulnerable children all over the world. They play, we educate. The videos of Salesian Missionary Day 2021 are ready. One father, one family, missionary solidarity as first announcement. They come from all over the world as a witness to the unity of the Salesian family, which has set itself in motion to respond to the needs of the poorest and announce the message of the gospel. Feeling like children of the same Father, and therefore brothers, is the most important and beautiful challenge that we can carry out, showing our solidarity with everyone, starting with the simplest gesture: affirm the sector for Salesian missions. On 27th February, the members of the Provincial Council of ADMA Brazil met in virtual form for a moment of formation and sharing inspired by the theme of the Rector Major Strena 2021, Moved by Hope, See, I am making all things new. With the assistance of Father Sergio Lucio, National Delegate of ADMA, the participants reflected on the fundamental points of the Strena 2021, and subsequently each province shared what is concretely doing as apostolic activities in favor of the people most affected by the pandemic. The desire was also renewed that all ADMA groups in Brazil, following the example of Don Bosco and under the protection of Mary Help of Christian, continue to join forces so that each one can be a channel and propagator of genuine Salesian hope, which has its foundation in the risen Christ, who makes all things new. The Planning and Development Office of Guwahati Province, Bosco Reach Out, BRO, on February 22nd at Lengopara Golpara District, Assam State, distributed looms and accessories to craftsmen trained for the handloom. The project, called SFRUTI, is carried out in collaboration with the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises MSME of the Indian government. 80 pieces of jacquard looms, weaving looms that can perform complex designs, and accessories were distributed to promote the self-sustainability of families through income. Father A. J. Prakash, BRO's Executive Director, encouraged the artisans to make quality products. Ghansham Pathak, Administrator of BRO, spoke to them about product diversification and added value, underlining the need to improve the skill of craftsmen to compete on the market. The SFRUTI project aims to develop efficient artisanal grouping in rural areas in order to revive indigenous activities. The first meeting of the National Commission of the Salesian Youth Movement (SYM) took place online on 27th February. During the meeting, some information on National Youth Ministry was shared, and then they were defined how the socialization of two nuclei of the SYM identity card, the option for the poorest young people or socio-political commitment and community of family would come about, to then be elaborated in the provinces. The idea is to continue working as a team in virtual mode, at least until November 2021. This space continues to be of great charismatic richness as religious, young women and men work together. With the welcome of the Rector Major, Father Angel Fernandez Arteme, the online course entitled With the Eyes of Don Bosco began on 1st March. The 5-month course is animated by the team of the Salesian Center for Ongoing Formation America and by 16 tutors, past pupils of the courses of the Initiation to Salesianity. It is an experience proposed as a prerequisite for the Salesianity courses of the Center, which, as it is their feature, are open to lay people, consecrated Salesian, and members of the Salesian family. 8 provinces of the Inter-America region and 11 of the South Cone America region participated in the course, with 29 lay people, 29 SDB, 2 FMA, 4 ASC, 6 VDB, and 12 past pupils. It is an exercise in discernment of reality in this context of a pandemic and embraces the themes of globalization, education, the family, social communication, and impoverishment of the situation of young people with the contribution of the Salesian charism, pedagogy, and spirituality. Hence, its significant title, With the Eyes of Don Bosco. Among the towns of Monferrato, Casale Alessandrino, a territory that has offered so many vocations and many stories of holiness to the Salesian family. There is also San Salvatore Monferrato, a small agricultural town in which, among others, the Salesian Father Giovanni Gorona was born, a missionary pioneer who for 40 years carried out evangelization and Salesian mission, first in mainland China, following the Salesian Saint Louis Versiglia, and then in Macau and Hong Kong. The appointments provided for the project adolescents at the time of coronavirus continue. Between denied rights, inequalities, and educational perspective. After the success of webinar on December 4th, which solicited the attention of children, students, professional, and insiders, next Friday, March 5th, 2021, the Salesian Observatory for the Rights of the Child proposes the second of the meeting organized entitled The Rights Denied at the Times of COVID-19, The New Inequalities. The appointment, live from 1700 on the Facebook page Minoridi Diritto and on the YouTube channel ICC Salesiani Don Bosco, will address the issue of inequalities and rights denied at the time of COVID-19 in reference to the new generations. Today, more than ever, it is essential to continue talking about boys and girls to solicit debate and public attention on the inequalities that are characterizing the living conditions and developmental opportunities of many minors, says Professor Farina, coordinator together with Don Emmanuel Di Maria, SDB of the Salesian Observatory for the Rights of Minors. In the March issue of the missionary bulletin Cagliero 11, a report on the phenomena of the Roma people in the world was published. It is interesting to know that today around 36 million Roma live in the world. Of these, 18 million live in India, which is the origin of this ethnic group, Rajasthan. There are 9 to 12 million Roma in Europe, in Spain, France, and Eastern Europe. 1 million Roma live in the United States and 8 million in Brazil. In relation to the population, the highest percentage of Roma is in Bulgaria, 10.5%. Roma are associated with poverty and their behavior is perceived by the rest of the population as antisocial or inappropriate. The Salesians work in various countries of the world for greater inclusion of Roma and to give them education and defense of their rights. World Wildlife Day is celebrated on 3rd March, established in 2014 by the United Nations General Assembly. This day aims to raise awareness of the importance of fauna and biodiversity. Wild animal and plant species contribute to sustainable development and human well-being. As pointed out by the WHO, continuing to damage biodiversity could have negative consequences on our health, even more significant than those we are already experiencing. Wildlife therefore needs our acknowledgement, care, and protection. Well, dear viewers, that is all we have for you today. Until we meet again, thank you for watching.